our alarms go off, knowing she's a thief in a
Because
town.
I didn't think that there was money on the account. If I knew there was money on the account, I would have told her not to spend Junior's money.
But why not even ask?
I mean, why wasn't it said, hey, I have money on this account? Like, she just said, here's a page, you know what I mean? Here, get this to her, get this, give her this email, here's the code. I didn't know that there was money on the page. And that's the honest to God truth, that if I knew, I would have told her not to spend her money.
Somebody said you just said you knew it was money on their account.
I knew there was money on the account that Chris had got. I didn't know there was extra money on the... Fuck, man.
Well, there's three sides to a story. Your side, Chris's side, and it's all gonna catch up. That's all I gotta say.
No, T. She had about 9,000 to give away. Plus Princess additional 4 or 6. She don't really remember what she had.
I asked Junior, I said, do you want these coins back? The next live or whatever, it was the next day or the next... I didn't touch it until I talked to Princess the next day or the next live. I can't remember what it was.
So she had practically, at the most, 13,000 that she could have gave away, right? She gave you 4.5 and gave everybody else whatever.
Yeah, and that was before I even came on the panel. I didn't know that she had already gifted other people.
Miss Pretty, shut your hating ass up, stupid bitch. Eat my motherfucking ass along with the rest of them dog-head ass bitches. You one mad old bitter ass bitch too. Ho, fuck you.
I think I made Chris apologize for using her coins also, because I didn't think that she knew that she used her coins.
But it says on the recharge on the gift about how much money.
Maybe.
I didn't have access to the fucking account. I didn't know. No one told me. I just was the middleman of giving the password and the code. The email and the code. That's all.
But Chris knew.
I'm saying Chris knew, but I didn't know.
Looking at those messages, I think Chris might have thought that you did know.
But I didn't, though, because she didn't tell me there was money on the account. There was, there was no conversation of past money being on the account. Never used anybody's account to know if there was money or not, or there was nothing said to me. There's, hey, make sure she doesn't spend my coins. I've never let anyone use my page or dealt with this.
Well, how's those liquors going? And tap the screen, tap the host, Barson, wash your hands, and give Junior, give H Town, Nasty Nina $2, and the rest of the folks, Kim folks. Um, enjoy the live, enjoy the show. Anything goes. And now we're here.
So I think a lot of these comments should be directed to Chris, because Chris knew for sure that Junior had money in the account.
Hence why most of my energy was towards Chris earlier. But I also grouped all them together. You know what I'm saying? Because all y'all got some type of shit in this. But yeah, most of my energy was towards Chris because bitch, you play with me. And you played in my motherfucking face.
So okay, y'all, I don't think a lot of y'all is paying attention. Prior to that, Chris was in another live and she got 19,000 in gifts. Everybody saw her getting all these gifts, so everybody knew that she had gifts to give away. So when they went to HB Live, Dila messaged her and said, give me some gifts, because she knew she just got all of those gifts. Are y'all getting it now? That's when she gave Dila 4.5K in gifts. And she told her to empty out the account because she was telling her, get all of the money that you just got from that previous live. Do y'all understand down there?
I want to say in the comments, my only problem with D was she gave 4K gift to the other people.
I didn't touch the coins until I talked to Princess either on Nisha went live after that, or it was the next day, and I made Chris apologize because I said, hey, I didn't know that you had coins on there. I have the whatever she sent me, and I think it was like after all the stuff was taken out, it was like 1,000 or something on there, and I said I could send these 1K coins back to you.
I do want to ask a question, Dila. Why is it that you deal with all of the things? And I know we've talked about this a little bit, but why is it that you deal with all of the things that Dad and Me does? And on top of that, now that it's been put out there about y'all's past and all of that, like why do you still deal with all of that? Because it seems like there's more confusion and chaos when it comes to situations with Dad and Me on this app and y'all's relationship.
So I never slept with her. I was underage. I ran away from home. I had a rough childhood. I turned out gay. I told my mom. My mom, being a Muslim woman coming from Turkey, she did not like that. I ran away. My mom called the police. She tried to put a missing persons, but I was a runaway, so they wouldn't take a missing persons report. That's why Chris says my mom is crazy. She would call people, try to look for me, and I was 2 weeks in a hotel with her. We were clubbing. We were smoking. I think we popped e-pills, but I was underage at that time. Like I said, I felt responsible for her because they kept me under her wing as a up-and-coming gay community, queer community.
Okay, so I still don't understand, and maybe I missed it because I was doing something else. But why do you still
I'm
deal
just trying
with
to get
all
my
of that?
words. I'm just trying to get my words together.
Okay, I'll
Sorry, I'm just trying to get my words together. I've known her before she was an alcoholic. I've known her, she's funny. We never had a fight. We never had a falling out. Life took us apart, right? I think that I seen she was telling me how, we got reconnected last year, and she was like, hey, I don't feel good about this. The bills bust, they abused me, yada yada yada. Nice. And she's like, I have no friends. I was like, okay, well, she wants to be on Messy Talk. She's like, that's where the money's at. I said, yeah, you have a story behind you. You have the Kardashian story. You need to get it together, stop the drinking, tighten up, and, you could do this content creating that she wanted to do. Um, and I was, I was happy that she found people, and I was like, okay, cool. But then on the back end, I would get, when people said money, she would get angry at me. It was just, I was really trying to help her better herself. I don't know. The text message will say, like, sober up, you got this, just listen to the panel, you're good. Like, just be yourself, tell your truth. Words of encouragement for her. I didn't know that she was out to scam or take from any. Can you ask your question again? I'm sorry, I didn't know if I answered or not.
I forgot it.
I think I felt responsible because she helped me when I was younger.
Asking with everything that you go through with Chris, why do you choose to still do that?
Well, after the last time Nisha sent me money for her, I had a panic attack trying to get this money to her. She was calling me and harassing me, and like I'm trying to send her get her the order, and I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. I told her, and I told the panel, I said never again. You know what I mean? Um, I literally had a panic attack. She's like, send me the money, send the money back to it was just so horrible that I can't do it anymore. And that's why maybe people were thinking that my attitude changed towards Chris, but because it did, because I was trying to help her, but it seems like she didn't want the help.
So it was like an inside job. That's what you told me. You was prepping her with a messy TikTok about his money over here, and you prepping her.
No, that's what she said. She said there's money on Messy Talk. I said, hell yeah, there's money. But I mean, I don't. Sorry.
So you just need to depart your ways from Chris, because she getting you involved into her shenanigans.
And unwillingly involved because she played on me. She played on my emotions. She played the sob story. She played this, and you know what I mean.
And she played on good people on this side that have a heart
Yeah,
to give, on this side. So she played you or you two doing some riding and Clyde, wherever stuff is going on. But you need to depart away from Chris, because it seems like you are involved in it too.
my only involvement was getting her. That's what she wanted me to do. She's like, hey, show me where the panels are, that kind of stuff. And I feel very bad introducing her to people. Well, everyone says that they already knew her, but you know what I mean? Like, I vouched for her, and that was kind of fucked up. Like, I feel really bad about that because it's like, damn, you sat and told me a sob story, and now I'm just like, now, was Destiny in on this shit too? Because then, I mean, that's what I'm hearing, and I'm seeing videos and shit people are sending me. They're like, that's what they do. You know what I mean? And I got roped into shit unwillingly. Because she said she wanted to change her life around. That's the only thing that I was like, yes, let's get sober, taper down, stop drinking. You could do this if you want to make content creating and being a live host, get a following, you could do this. People like a turnaround story, and that's what she had. That's what she was selling me. We're part of the bus.
Bree, you in the queue. Well, um, go ahead, Dila. If you was gonna say something.
Just say, is there any more questions? I mean, that was not.
Question. So once all of this dies down, do you plan on staying on this side of TikTok?
I mean, I'm not going to panels. Hell no.
You said you're not going in the panels, or you're what?
I mean, I, like this was very, I don't want to say embarrassing, but it is embarrassing because I was used and other people were used and I was vouching for her, and it just fucks me up. You know what I mean? That because I've never wanted to be a content creator. I would never want to be a live host or anything like that. All the coins that I've gotten on this panels on stuff I give back to everybody. I've never kept a dime of anything I was given on these panels and kept it for myself.
Good.
Not my initiative or goal on being on panels.
Good morning. How's everybody doing? Hey, what's up, Ray?
Peace, Joe.
Nina, how you feel today? First and foremost, I just like this. Good. I'm happy to hear that. First and foremost, I'd just like to say all this water running in the background should be an instant reminder to most hated to please take your nasty ass in the bathroom and wash your hands. That's just nasty. Go wash your hands, most hated. Also, I'd just like to say, comment from the comment cousin who wants to know, Dila, what's your favorite wine?
Drink.
What was your favorite wine? Did you ever have a favorite wine?
No.
Okay, awesome. And then finally, $2 salute
So
to
get to
you.
your
All
point,
that, all
bro.
that. And then also, Dila, don't worry, don't worry about fitting in the side of TikTok. You just keep that wine going and keep telling your story and find a new group of people to be mad at and talk that shit to, and you'll fit right in. Trust me.
So wash your hands so you don't fit in. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Just stay out of the kitchen, and when you do go in there, wash your nasty hands.
Hey, she's whining.
Can't you hear that? It's almost like listening to Anita Baker. You know, Anita Baker sings, and has that, you know, I love it. You have to be careful though, because that could get you in some trouble in these parts.
Well,
She appreciate your advice.
7 whole days, not a word from you. 7 whole nights, and I'm just about through. I can't take it, won't take it no more. Had about enough of you. I'd rather be on my own, on my own. Honey, honey.
She was whining. But you know, I'm sure she appreciate your advice.
More questions? I mean,
well, don't help that hoe, dad and hoe. Being
oh,
your
never will.
own. Don't be no silver hoe. Leave that hoe and be on your Tupac mode and God damn it. And yeah, that's it.
Drop said you were mean. Wait, who was mean? Let me drop. Bistro or most hated. Someone gave some advice down there. They said, "Girl, don't answer any more questions for people who don't believe you anyway." Bistro. They said you're mean.
Damn, son.
They do want to
Shit.
know, Dila, do you feel responsible for her? We got a question. Do
I
you
mean,
feel
I I did, I did in the beginning, um, but seeing how angry she got up at the back end, I mean, like, you can't help an alcoholic. I mean, you can't help someone who's addicted. They want to help themselves, and it's just, I was waking up to that, what I mean, fact that, what I mean, that's what she wants, what I mean, she wants to drink, and she's not letting up, or and she just got progressively angrier and nastier to me and to the people. Like, look how she talks to Destiny, look how she talks to me, if she, and it was just getting fed up with that addiction was, to the point of like, okay, no matter what I try to do or help, she's not going to get the help till she wants it.
Do you feel that it's unfortunate that TikTok came in between you and Chris once again? Like it separated y'all's friendship? Or is this all part of the plot?
Or is it a skit? Is it
No,
a
I'm
skit?
I'm I'm
Like it's a plot
disappointed.
twist?
Oh my god.
Most hated, give her a second. You're going to overwhelm her. Go ahead, Tila.
No, I'm just disappointed that, I was trying to honor her wishes. She said, "Hey, help me be my not manager, but what I mean, like, you could be my, like, help me get out there and do the right thing, and I want to get better." And I fell for the okie doke. I feel that her and Destiny had a plan this whole time, and I feel that um Xing me out and trying to do what they're doing or trying to say this was for Destiny to get in and weasel her way in. I think that was her way in. I feel that I was used, what I mean? My emotions were played on, not just mine, but everybody else's, what I mean? And she went on she went for the fact that because I was vouching for her. And I think that's where it just upsets me the most.
Do you know? So, do you know if Destiny was gifted any coins at any point? Do you? Because I don't
I,
remember
I, I don't
being
know. I don't
involved.
know Destiny. I only had a few conversations with her, and they were involving Chris. The day that we had, the only time I really talked to her on the phone was when Chris did a three-way. And I said, hey, you told me that you wanted to be a content creator, and I gave you, I didn't give you, but I was helping and all this type of stuff. And I asked Destiny, I said, does this make perfect sense? And this is what I don't understand. If Chris was feeling away or all this type of stuff, why didn't she tell me on that phone conversation with Destiny? You know what I mean? I don't understand, like, all of a sudden now, you're reacting weird. But, you know what I mean? That was never a conversation that Chris brought up to me, or when they had the three-way call the day before all this came out on the front end. I'm like, why couldn't you have told me? You know what I mean? I just don't understand where the lack of communication was, if you felt like I was overstepping or over this or over that. You know what I mean? Like, why wasn't not brought up to me then? But Destiny, what got me was when Chris said tonight, she said, "Oh, Destiny sent me a screenshot of 19K." So you knew Destiny was in there watching. That's what I'm saying. So Destiny has been creeping this whole time, not been on panels when she calls her, but has been around watching and lurking during this whole time. And I think that's what's frustrating, is like, damn, y'all plotted this and had me in this.
Tap the screen, gift me. Thank you. Thanks for coming in.
Wait, $2. Did you get your Danish this morning? Danish. Mm-hmm.
No, I had pork chop and eggs.
What?
I bet she got some neck bone or something.
Well, Tila, I like you over here. I'm not completely convinced that you didn't know anything and you were just used and abused. I'm not convinced of that. Um, which is why I asked if you planned on staying on this side of TikTok or not. But who am I?
It's still my opinion she'll fit right in.
No, I was on this type on the side of TikTok before Chris, and I was in the comments, but I'm gonna still be here. So I'm just now be on the comments.
Okay, yeah,
If
but you're not a common cousin no more. You up in these panels, and like every time we would go live,
well,
you would be in the
not no more. That's shot.
But I do believe the story.
Yeah, there are.
I'm not saying that she knew everything, but I think she knew something. I don't think she was just completely in the dark.
Well, no, I'm not. That's what Chris wanted to do. Chris told me she wanted to make money on Messy Talk. I was like, yeah, Messy Talk has money. We all know Messy Talk has money, right? I'm like, just be yourself, tell your truth, and build up a following. That was the whole point of telling Chris, hey, be yourself, stop drinking, tighten up. All my text messages tell that. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Just stay wherever you appreciate it, not just tolerate it.
I mean, we got thieves like Trina who has scammed people before, and they still welcome her and embrace her. So I don't see no reason for you to run away. I mean, everybody ain't gonna accept you.
I don't think she should run away. Like I said, I like Dila. I just am not convinced that she didn't know anything. She was just in the dark. But I don't have a problem with Dila.
Yeah, she's gonna get that messy talk backbone. Watch, and y'all gonna hear her roar. I promise you.
I think you should run away. I think you should.
Not the far, far away story. Let that go, MH. Go wash your hands.
What?
Like I said, I've never had a falling out with Chris. I've never known her to do me dirty or lie to me. So when she said what she said, and I honestly believed her, what she said of wanting to stop drinking, getting into the healthy lifestyle. She was even said, "Oh," in our text message, she's like, "Oh yeah, I've been looking into the